You're being so mean to everyone.
I'm smiling. I don't know what's going on.
Alright. Then I guess we're back to the other group. What you up to?
So when are we heading out?
Whenever you guys want.
That was not asking DM. That was asking me.
Oh, I apologize.
Have we figured out which way we need to go?
Well, mountains are over there, and we're going the other way?
All right, well then let's go.
Have a map, do we?
Shh, no, we don't.
You don't have one today.
Okay. Before we just head off, I'm wondering if it makes sense for us just to wander off, expecting trouble to find us. It feels like we might be asking for troubles, as it were. I do think we may need to come up with some sort of plan to find these people. Do we even know who has gone missing, and how will we know when we find them that they're the missing party?
That's good thinking. Yeah, maybe we should find out who is missing.
Was there any information on the poster?
No, it's just generic mentions of should be missing. There's not really any like names written because it was just mainly people who
I'm gonna
buy for a night, went back out and left like all their stuff behind.
I'm gonna go back to the tavern and talk to the barkeep.
Don't try to steal their stuff.
All right, you're good to go do that.
I will go with them do we know that that's where they went missing from? Like that was the last place they were seen?
Nope.
Um,
I'm just picking places and asking questions.
Are there any other taverns in town? Like
No.
in taverns?
no, it's a very, very small town in which like there seems to only be one of every kind of business.
Okay.
Like,
So no, I agree that it does seem like a prudent course of action.
so you guys go talk to the innkeep, the
Yep.
barkeep.
I walk
Alright.
in the tavern, and looks like Waldorf is following behind me, and I stride straight up to the desk and ask the barkeep, "Hey, we noticed there's this quest to look for some missing people. Have you heard anything about who's missing or where they're missing from?"
Hmm. Well, a lot of adventurers going missing. Well, the adventurers coming here don't really have a place they're from or sure care to share. So, but all I can say no is that they stop by mostly for supplies, but would go off into the forest to try and get a few. Some of them seem to be in almost a bit of a daze though, and would leave their horses, um, would leave their supplies, tools, everything behind.
Is it just travelers that are gone missing, or is anybody local gone missing as well?
It seems to be only travelers. We haven't seen anyone from here go missing.
Okay,
Very,
so they're
very.
not townspeople that are missing. They're just random people that come to the town. They gone missing.
Yes.
And it wasn't just like one group.
Not that I noticed. Besides, normally being able to hold up a fight on their own, if that means anything in this day and age.
Do you recall the last time such a group went missing?
Just before you guys came, actually.
Does anybody have a rumor? Anybody have any idea what perhaps is happening to them? Certainly, people disappearing in the numbers that you were talking about. People must have some idea what is causing it.
Well, there have been some of the children saying they've been spotting a hooded figure in the forest, though no one kind of though no one in the area was able to catch any sight and have seen them at all. So we're not too sure how reliable that is, but that's all we've got.
Hmm. Do you perhaps know the name of the child? Is it one that we've met here through your tavern, or
It's been all of them, or for the most part. We're not too sure about. Squeaker isn't quite able to fully form her own sentences yet, but we believe maybe she has seen it as well, though it's not for sure.
is there any of those children here right now? This is
Uh, not in the tavern, no.
okay. Thank you, good sir. Unless my companions have any additional questions.
No, it sounds like it's just random people that don't have too much of significance to the town, unless I'm wrong.
But they are significant people. All people are significant.
This is
I
true, but
mean,
they're not significant to the townspeople, correct?
I mean, depends how you want to look at it. Are they active members of this town living here? No, but imagine what happens to a town when all rumors of every adventurer who steps in here goes missing comes across as.
No, I agree. It is definitely troublesome and very suspicious that it is only visitors that are apparently being targeted, as it were. And then none of the visitors said anything before they wandered off. You said that many of them looked to be in a daze.
That's correct. Um, can't say I remember them saying anything noticeable.
Do the villagers go to this particular part of the forest?
What do you mean?
Well, it just seems again odd that travelers are traveling to this through this forest and going missing, but again, nobody local goes in that area. I mean, unless there is a local that perhaps um, works in that area or farms in that area. I mean, we do not know the area ourselves, so um,
No one specifically works there. Um, of course, we do have people who go out there maybe to collect um, materials or anything that we may not have in abundance here, but nothing ever seems to happen to them.
hmm.
It's
I
very
want to
odd.
roll an insight to see if he's not telling us something.
You can roll insight if you'd like.
I got an 8.
No, she seems to be telling the truth.
All right, I guess I shall roll some insight, and not just if they're telling the truth or missing something, but maybe to pick up on something that um, some question that I maybe some more information.
Um,
Like from the information that they've given us, is there something that we should know maybe about people being in a daze, some particular creature or something like that?
so that'd be two different checks.
Okay.
If you want to see if she's lying, that'd be insight. If you're wanting to check about days, are you thinking any form of magic or just in general people going into days?
I
Because
guess in general.
that would be a wisdom check or
All right.
history, your call.
Wisdom.
All right.
So that is a 9.
No, maybe it's just tired.
Sorry, one more question then, good sir. I- Is there anything special about that part of the forest? Any particular structures or something that for us to keep an eye out to know that we're in the general area?
Hmm. I would suggest maybe looking for any form of path, perhaps.
Hmm,
So many have gone missing that it would make sense for there to be some form of flattened ground.
hmm. But it is definitely not a normally well-trodden area.
Yes.
Hmm. Um, well, thank you again, good sir. Unless my companions have any other questions, I do think perhaps we should try to talk to some of the local children and see if maybe there might be some meat to their stories.
All right.
The the chemist or the apothecary dude, um,
What?
they the the guy in the church, the apothecary guy. He
The priest or
The
the
other one is the one
oh
he
the po
means.
the alchemist.
That's it. The alchemist. He might have some insight on people being put into a daze. I don't know. Maybe we can check with him also.
He may have some idea about what might be in that area as well. I agree that he would be also somebody worth talking to. Shall we go together, or perhaps shall we split up to increase our chances at finding out some additional information?
Well, let's
A
split.
limited split up.
Let's split within the village, and then you go talk to the kids, and I'll go talk to the alchemist.
Are you okay? Okay.
Broke the tea.
I don't know what
Peter
happened.
is imagining Wolf trying to talk to kids.
Again.
I talk to children all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Children are our future.
Then they'll be in a daze of their own.
I have something planned for whatever interaction Wilda may have.
I think you were looking too much into it.
I'm sorry, you're forgetting the last time you spoke to a child.
Yeah, it was great. I don't know what you were talking about.
Are you forgetting? Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Harmon's gonna walk into the church again.
All right. Yeah, you make your way to the church. I don't want to say it like that. You make your way to the
I'm
church,
gonna go
and
into the church with him.
all right, you two make your way into the church. Wilda, what are you doing?
Is there any noticeable group of children around where we're at?
Make an investigation roll.
Should be able to hear them.
Still
I
gotta
can't even
make
see what that was. That was a natural one.
That's a pretty wall. And we're moving on to the church people.
Sorry. One second.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of the Skinner quote from when he was searching for Bart, and he's at like the
What?
Legion or whatever. He's like, I'm
Who?
sure the children will be here. Maybe things have changed so much. No, it's definitely the children that are at fault for not being where he expected them to be. Never mind. Sorry, continue.
So, do I see Malmus as I walk in?
Malmus is in the church. He seems to just be doing some like little mini tasks around sweeping, polishing things. Seemingly just puttering.
Good morning, Malmus. Is Nox in today?
Hello, he is actually. He should be in his room as per usual.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure to be of
I
assistance.
haven't been here before. What does the inside of this church look like?
A church. It looks like the inside of a church.
Mm-hmm.
It's a longer, narrow building. I haven't thought of this yet. It's a long, narrow building. There seems to be some stained glass along the far, middle of the back wall, seemingly depicting a black-haired woman, seemingly dressed in grays with blue wings. Although details of her face are very missing. Are missing, and then the figure seems to resemble that of the statue of. It looks like to be an image of Sulfira, although with color instead of the normal stone. And underneath the window is that same statue of the goddess with her arms kind of spread out and the wings flaring up behind her and her head up.
Hmm. And would I be correct in assuming that there's seating for people here?
There are pews, yes. They seem to be the floor, not the floor. They seem to be made out of quartz, just like the floor is, and there are some columns within the room that are made of quartz as well.
Well, I look at this Malmus a bit suspiciously, but then I walk down toward the front and sit in second row of pews. And just sit there.
Just chilling?
Just gonna sit there.
Well, I'm gonna go find Knox's office and knock on the door and open it up. And do I see him in the office?